Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's do part 5 of the playthrough of Sun and Moon. This is side B, where I can go from the other character's point of view. In the previous video, I didn't talk about the chat at the beginning there, but we can talk about it here. The person on the other side mentioned the other you. I'm assuming that that means the other sibling, when they have their wishes kind of competing against each other. And then talking about fate. What is your fate going to be when you conflict there? Okay. And then I'm going to do the part 6, the finale, maybe a couple weeks from now. Next weekend I'll be a little busy.
わからないでもないな。あら、二人ともいつの間に仲良しさんに？そういうわけじゃ。
That little icon with the combined faces, that's cute.
このケースでは砂が流れてるのか。行き止まりだな。この装置を起動すればいいのか。その装置は何だったかしら。
Alright, let's hit the button. I'm thinking about what other playthroughs I want to do. Do I want to do Girl Monster? Do I want to do People World?
びっくりした。床が動くんだったわね。
おい小僧、ママが怪我したらどう責任を取るつもりだ。
今のは俺が悪いのか。
But yeah, similar roles. Gender roles, I guess you could call it. As the Hina and Papa, when the thing goes up, Hina's the one that falls down, and here it's Black Mama.
前回とかかしの形状が違うな。どんな過去が記憶されてるんだ。
But yeah, as for other playthroughs, like People World, there might be too much to talk about, you know? Chapter by chapter. And like there, I don't know if I could skip the Scarecrow stories. But then I wonder if with Girl Monster, if we look at exclusively, you know, Fio and Lavanya walking through the cage, if there will be enough to talk about. But I'm sure that there will be little things that that are like hints of like future stuff that we understand now. So that might be interesting.
未来都市の次は砂漠の王国か。時代がまるで違うな。過去を修復して月のかけらを手に入れないとな。そうね、頑張りましょう。
Lately, I've been so focused on, you know, making videos for Nier Reincarnation. And then I've been kind of steeling myself for Shutdown for so long that, like, the realization that it's actually happening, you know? It didn't hit me until about yesterday when I was making the Sun Moon videos. It is good to kind of step back and get some perspective now and then.
さっきの過去、アラビアンナイトみたいな世界だったな。それは何？童話だよ。図書室に本が置いてあった気がする。
今度寝る前に読み聞かせてよ。 ママ。
赤さん向けの話じゃないけどな。
Yeah, I've talked about this multiple times over the years, over multiple mobile games, but with the daily grind, you know, worrying about like materials and leveling and all that, it can be easy to lose sight of the bigger picture of the game. And there's kind of no game where that's so important as this one. Perspective is really important to the enjoyment of a mobile game.
私実は高いところが苦手で。
刑事の案内役の仕事向いてないんじゃないか。
Oh, there are still some black birds in maybe the newest People World chapter that I haven't gotten yet. I should go back and do that. Although, at this point, what rewards do I even want?
あら、黒い鳥が喋って。お姉ちゃんなんて大嫌い。ちょっとどこ行くの？
喧嘩か？
I think this is meant to be a mirror of Hina and Yuzuki.
あなたたち誰？怖がらないでいいのよ。私たちは何もしないわ。
さっきもう一羽いたようだけど。
はい、妹と喧嘩してしまって。
うん。先に進むついでに俺たちも探してもいいけど。
本当ですか？
Oh, interesting bit of trivia here. But in the very early parts of the game, there were some monsters that were...
なんて優しい子なの？
they would speak, you know, and have kind of a Lavania kind of a voice, you know? Very distorted and unable to be understood. Kind of deep, you know, and like slowed down and all that. I saw somebody recently, they took those voices and then they reversed them and then sped them up. And they turned out to be voices of Fio and Mama and Carrier. So that could be some kind of like secret like lore or something. But I'm guessing they just took assets that they had in the early game, early voice recordings, and just used them, you know, in another place. Yeah, interesting to note, but I wouldn't read into it very much.
おい、あれって鉄橋の長さと駆動部の作りを見る限り、あの鉄橋を下ろせたらここを渡れそうだな。
私が飛んで見てきましょうか。お願いするわ。本当は私が行ければいいんだけど。
We've seen a bridge like that in Nier Automata in the very beginning of the game. There are a few of them in Bloodborne as well. In the, what do you call it? Chalice dungeons. They're in Zelda. But yeah, it really is kind of thanks to Nier Reincarnation that I got these other consoles and things, and played these other games. There's a good chance I would have picked up the consoles and played them anyway, but I can link it directly to Nier Reincarnation. But I just kept putting it off for years, getting those game systems. It was good to finally make good on those. My backlog, you could call it. The other day there was the PlayStation presentation of like upcoming games. Oh, that's maybe an interesting point there. A construction site building more of the cage. We know now, having beat the latest chapter of People World, that something is building the Earth so that it looks like the cage. This is maybe a reflection of that. But yeah, I was looking at that PlayStation presentation, and they said the PlayStation 5 was 3 years old now, and I'm like, oh my god. It still feels like the system still just launched and doesn't have a lot of games on it. Which is not true, but that's still what it feels like. And like all of the games that I want to play from now, they're all doable on PlayStation 4. So yeah, what is going on with the PlayStation?
Are? 過去の中にいた黒い鳥って。
私ですよ。過去が壊れていたので直しました。
助けられてばかりだな。
それに
That's interesting.
姫に会い続けたら死ぬなんてまるで呪いね。
The true nature of the birds is still unclear? Generally, they look like harmful, like intruders that are destroying or corrupting these stories. But this one says they're fixing it.
妹が心配か？
もちろん。私は姉ですから。
I am curious about the next Nintendo console. From rumors that I've heard, it seems to have the same form factor as the Switch. Which I think is a good thing. I think they really hit on something with that. Hopefully they do a better job with the controller. I have a drift in my sticks on that controller there. Oh, this is interesting. This is like... It kind of looks like a mirror image of when we saw the kind of the ghost Yuzuki running through. What's up here, actually? Oh. Another unopenable door. Hopefully we get that one before end of service.
邪魔だな。
Oh, and then I made a video that kind of collects the voices, in-battle voices of Abyssal Hina. I want to make one video for every character, if I can.
あいつ、なんで逃げるんだ。
Oh, no, we didn't catch up.
私たちは仲直りできないのでしょうか。
Is Yuzuki the one to be asking about this? Let's say I'm not sure. Let's add to the drama.
どうだろう。家族の関係は難しいからな。
Mm-hmm.
大丈夫よ。絶対なんとかなるわ。落ち込んではダメですね。
おい、人の頭の上で羽ばたくな。
まんざらでもなさそうな顔だぞ、小僧。
What was I talking about? Hopefully it'll come back to me. Actually, it's bothering me. We're gonna stop the video here and I'll look back at it. Okay, I remember now. I made a video about Abyssal Hina and then collecting her voices in battle. And I want to make a video about that for each character if I can. You might be wondering why the title is in Japanese and the description in Japanese. It's because the voices recorded are in Japanese. And so I thought it would be, ooh. Other people, alright. I thought it would be more beneficial to put the Japanese on there so that it would come up in Japanese searches by Japanese folks or whomever who want to hear the Japanese. I thought it would be more useful if I did it that way. If I were to record the voices in English, then of course I would put the English title on there. But I did the Japanese because that's what I prefer, so yeah, we'll do it like that. And officially, the first video that I've made in Japanese for this game. Yeah, trying to build sympathy for me? No. Give me those items. Ooh.
あれ、あいつらは。
別の場所に飛ばされちゃったとか？
大丈夫なのか？
Yeah, I am questioning whether any of this is real. Or if even these personalities or identities of Yuzuki and Hina are real. Like, what happened there might have been just, like a vision created by Black Mama or whomever in order to sort of, like, push Yuzuki in a certain way to do a certain thing. I still feel like that Hina and Yuzuki are being used by, the folks in the cage to accomplish some kind of goal. Which might be something good to, you know, say connect the server on the moon to the Earth. That's what I'm leaning towards, but yeah. Yeah, this is the mirror image. So yeah, here we're getting the call from Hina. We'll hit answer. Ah, we're too slow. Okay.
今の着信は。
あら、出なくてよかったの？
What's interesting though is that if we play as Yuzuki first and then Hina after, we'll see Hina going through the desert here. Even though if we play as Hina first, we'll go through that more kind of blue area. So, like, some things are mirrored, some things are different, or like some things are like advanced time-wise. Very interesting. And adds more fuel to the fire. That maybe this is all just
いや、
created, artificial. But yeah, I've spoken about this before. I like the effect of the abyssal voices, so I wanted to record them, collect them, and record them. That was the thing that really got me into Nier Automata. First thing that caught my attention there was the cool voice on Pod 042.
王宮から連れ出してくれる王子様みたいで素敵ね。
ママがどこかに閉じ込められても必ず俺が迎えに行くよ。
Yeah, I need to make a video kind of breaking down the story of Udil and Sadafa because it's a perfect Greek tragedy. Yeah. Okay, so there we're getting a much clearer view.
間違いない。この世界に姉さんが。
Yeah, but again, everything reversed as far as like the direction of things.
私たちしかいないはずよ。
ママの言葉がこの世の断りだ。信じられないのか？
いや、だけど。
We've seen at kind of the final area, the top area, that there's two doors leading to where they do the ritual or whatever.
会いたいさ。いや、俺は姉さんに会わないといけないんだ。
So there must be like two mirrored cages leading to the same area. But yeah, again, bringing up the idea at the end of the dramatic recital, where Mama talks about separating Hina and Yuzuki. Hina and Yuzuki obviously are separated from each other, but I think they're separated from all of the rest of the Scarecrow characters as well. So I'm interested to see how Hina and Yuzuki interact with all of the characters from Girl Monster. We've only seen them interact with 10H and Pod 006 in the latest chapter.
またか。
I'll have to go back and play that last part of People World again, because we have, you know, the pod with the screen, the projection, where she can talk to different people like Fio. But I forget if there was ever a time where Hina and Yuzuki talked to Girl Monster characters. That might be a hint at something.
この先に3つ目の黒いかかしがあるはずよ。
次は4つ目だよ。
ああ。
Again, we get that cute little icon with the two faces in there. And then we get the, No apology or shame or embarrassment from Black Mama. That's cool. This is a very cool scene here.
この景色写真に収めたいな。
Let's take a quick look at the phone, actually. Can we stop it on 10? Rats. Maybe it means 10 milliseconds. Yeah, it might be impossible. Alright, anyway.
さーて、少年と姫との行く末を見届けましょう。
I really enjoyed the story of Udil and Sarafa. Playing through Udil first, I was wondering, like, who is, or like, the next part character is going to be the fortune teller, I was thinking. That turned out to be half true. That was a very cool reveal, I thought, with Sarafa.
生き抜くためにいろいろなものを奪い続けてきた少年。何かを奪えば何かを失う。それが人に与えられた定め。
それを理解しても人は変わらず他者から奪い続ける。
まあ難しい話は後にしましょう。お給料の時間よ。
次はこの奥で。
I said I wanted to do a fashion check for Yuzuki, but I kind of want to do one for Hina as well. Maybe I'll try to get her costumes too. I feel like I have more of hers though, so that might be doable. Alrighty, stack of TVs.
やはりテレビが。ここで俺は。
過去の改変を望むなら。
That looks like the sun and the moon overlapping there, maybe? On the TV? I've actually forgotten what happens in this
都
part.
心の高校の図書室。少年は勉学に励む。
In Hina's part, we saw that Yuzuki was kind of standing in the background of the
彼
city.
と母親の触れ合い。離婚した父親の暴力で母親は寝たきりとなった。少年は大好きな母親のために人生をかけて医者を目指す。
On a level, there are no heroes in this story.
一日を終えた人々が行き交う都心の繁華街。
Everyone is a
夜の静けさ
victim.
とは程遠い大通りを一人の少年が歩く。喫茶店で勉強をした後、休みなくアルバイトへ向かう。
Alright, he's going to work too.
少年は突然の着信にすみませんとだけ言い、まだ声のする電話を切った。
Oh, is that Hina there? Yeah.
社会への苛立ちを隠すように、少年は顔を伏せて走る。
Oops.
少年と肩がぶつかった同い年の高校生の集団。知性のかけらもない動物以下の鳴き声。関わるだけ時間の無駄だとすみませんとだけ言い、少年は先を急ぐ。
Yeah, Hina is the classic overachiever character that we often see in Japanese narratives, and Yuzuki is the classic
母親を救お
loner.
うと目指した医科大学への進学。寝る間も惜しんで勉強に励み、アルバイトの掛け持ちで進学費用を貯める日々。少年は高校生らしい遊びもせず、大きなストレスを抱え込んでいた。
Nope. That was the alley where Hina did her part-time job. But yeah, it sounds like Yuzuki's doing a normal one. Maybe working as a waiter or something.
母親の主治医に呼ばれ訪れた病院の診察室。対面した白衣の男がゆっくりと口を開く。告げら
Right,
れ
I
た
forgot about this part too.
母の余命。少年は現実を拒否するように主治医に詰め寄った。
Well, let's ask about her condition.
身体的な衰弱による心臓の持病の悪化。主治医が説明するそれらは少年にとっても明らかすぎた。
Is there any way to save her?
母親を助ける唯一の希望は心臓移植手術。適合するドナー探しに多額の手術費用と越えるべき壁は多い。突きつけられた過酷な現実に思考が霞んでいく。どうして俺の人生は。何度も繰り返した問いに出される答えはいつも同じ。家庭内暴力によって母親から全てを奪った父親。少年の心にすすのように黒い憎悪が今日もこびりついていく。病室に響く心電図の音が母親の命を証明してくれる。
So Yuzuki there, he asked, why? Why is it like this? That's one of the big questions of life. And then he falls on, the abuse of the father. But there is a greater question as well, like asking, the sky or gods, why? Why is this happening? And like when bad things happen to people, this is in the book of Job as well. People looking for meaning in suffering, even among people who are essentially good. And philosophy also seeks to answer that question. Sometimes there is no reason, and fate is closely tied to that. Sometimes stuff just happens. And like the human's search for meaning is to try to justify what is happening, to try to explain it, make some sense of it, when there could be no sense to be made.
苦しそうに眠る母の手を少年がそっと握る。ふと彼は気づく。心電図の音と同期する己の内に響く鼓動に。すべてを察したように少年は自身の胸に手を当てた。心臓ならここに。
So Yuzuki is considering giving his own heart to his mother. I wonder if that's even possible, like by law. I mean, it would be assisted suicide on a level. Okay, there too we have the incorrect pronoun. He says her fault when really he is blaming the father. So it should be his. But not specified in the Japanese, which is maybe where the translator tripped up.
母さんのためなら俺は何でもする。俺は人生をかけて母さんを助けようと。
辛かったわね。壊れた月を直せればきっとゆずきちゃんの過去を。
Yeah, this too, this idea of rewriting the past also makes me think that this is all just kind of made up. I mean, if this story or if these memories were, just a created thing existing in data form, it would be possible to override it.
何でもない。
Oh, I missed that. I was talking over it. Okay, I guess it wasn't important. This time, let's continue this video until the next part of the chat. I'm pretty sure it's going to come again here. Alright, so there we're getting kind of a opening up of Yuzuki. I'm trying to read like the tone or like the personality of the writing here to determine who this could be, but it's difficult. Ah, isolated. Okay. Ah, okay. So this is linking to the end of the dramatic recital idea. Cage only exists to make your wishes come true. Is that true? Okay, so what that tells me is that Hina and Yuzuki were meant to be separated and kept separated. Maybe what it is, they're meant to be kept separated, but still somehow led through this area in order to fix the sun and the moon. Perhaps they're trying to aim for, like, fixing them and then combining them, but not having Hina and Yuzuki meet? Perhaps they know that if they do meet, they will attack each other and maybe spoil the plan. Unless Hina and Yuzuki can overcome their hatred. Alright, one more chat here. And this will be leading into the final part. Yeah, okay. That didn't offer too much.
このケージで最後の月のかけらが手に入るんだよな。
そうね。もう少しでゆずきちゃんとお別れなんて私泣きそう。
泣かないでママ。こんなやついなくても俺がそばにいるから。
Okay, I think that will do it for this video. We'll do the conclusion to Sun Moon in a couple weeks. In the meantime, I'll be making other videos, of course. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.